In 1978 in Pakistan, I met a young man who would become the king of what was once a sovereign nation, the Kingdom of Balochistan. In maps dating from the 1800s, Balochistan is located between the Persian, Afghan, and Indian empires. Today, the Baloch homeland spreads across the borders of one of the hottest zones in the world, Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan. In 1948, the Baloch were forced into a federation with the British-created state of Pakistan. Since then, the Baloch have fought 5 insurgencies in an effort to win their rights promised them in agreements made with the British and with the government of Pakistan. In August 2006, my friend Khan Suleiman Ahmedzai invited my friends and me to visit Balochistan. For 5 days, we traveled with him to the cities of Quetta, Kalat, and Bud, where we met his family, tribal chiefs, political leaders, and teachers.
We got our independence on 11th August 1947. Pakistan got independence 14th August 1947. We are signatories to an agreement which has been brokered for the past 60 years, and we are getting a thrashing after every 12 years. We had made all the agreements with the British. So how did the British hand over everything to the government of Pakistan? They should have handed it over to us. That was which was agreed on. So there is where they made the first, like you say.
Thank you, Pinky.
Thank you, man.
This land we are sitting on, it's one of the richest land on earth where you are sitting today. We have a lot of things under this land. We have water. Our water in Arabian Sea is very important for the Western world, especially, I must say, because the oil of Central Asia is also coming from here, and it's just right in the mouth of Arabian Ocean.
We have the 5th biggest gold reserve in the world. We have copper, we have zinc, we have lead, we have gas, we have oil. We have a coast of 750 kilometers. We're just sitting on the mouth of Strait of Hormuz, about 400 kilometers from the Strait of Hormuz. And we have a gateway to the Central Asia. The Central Asia has a big mineral wealth which can be exploited through Gwadar.
Kalat is the center of Balochistan. It's the main center in Balochistan.
And that is the road.
That was the road going to Quetta and then to Chaman, Afghanistan. And in this side, main city of Kalat.
This is the end season because it's November. We have 4 seasons. And this is a very cold place. Where you are standing, this is 6,800 feet.
6,800 feet?
Yes, this is 6,800 feet. I want to say the Western world, please don't help the Pakistani government, because what aid the World Bank, IMF and the Americans are giving to the Pakistanis, they are using it on Baluchis and on the Pashtuns. We are poor people, we have a lot of affiliation for you all. So because of your money is coming and you are giving them helicopters for anti-terrorist movement, and they are using all helicopters. There is a very famous American helicopter by name of Hugh Bell. They were using it in Vietnam. They are using all those helicopters over here against us. So please, when you stop your hand, the Pakistani aggression is going to stop. They can't do anything.
Amir Miro. He united all the Baluch peoples of Makran, Haran, Shaghay, Sarawan, Jalawan and Lasbela and formed the kingdom of Baluch nation.
Since 1410, 35 Khans or kings have ruled in Balochistan. Some historians believe the Baloch are native to the area. Others believe they migrated from the region of Aleppo, Syria, centuries ago. Historian Aga Nasir Ahmedzai writes that it was Amir Miro who first won recognition for the Baloch kingdom by promising to supply the son of legendary Tamerlane, the superpower of the time, with 10,000 sheep for his kitchen annually. By the time the British arrived in India, the Baloch had a long-established confederacy known as Kalat State. On the strength of the treaty signed with the British, Khan Mir Ahmed Yar Khan was able to negotiate independence for Balochistan when the British partitioned India in 1947. But Balochistan was independent for just 225 days before the Pakistani army surrounded Kalat Palace on April 1, 1948, arrested the Khan, and forced him to sign the instrument of accession.
My grandfather was a part of it, and we've got all the letters which the Crown Representative or the Viceroy has written from 1933 to 1947. When we signed in 4th March 1947, there were 2 points which were agreed on, and one was left to be finalized in Karachi. So the 2 points were that, number one, the government of Pakistan sees Kalat as an independent state. The second point was they will finalize the status of the leased areas. So these are the leased areas which we had leased to the British. And then the third subject was that there were 3 things which were given to the Federation, which was currency, defense and foreign affairs, in which they will also be part of policy making.
Often people blame Khan, the royal family, that they had put their hands together with Pakistan, given up freedom for their own wealth or pride or whatever. But that is wrong. He wanted the Muslims to be free from the colonial powers of British and other like Russia coming into power, being the superpower. So he trusted Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah as his lawyer and legal advisor, but he turned his back at him as a king.
Many gained and many lost. So we are one of the losers after the Second World War. What was the reason behind it? I think it was because the royal families of Kalat and Afghanistan merged, and they were related to each other. So I think the British must have thought that if we leave it the way it is, if these 2 guys join hands, so the Russians will be in the warm water.